Hello, 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 it's Dolly. I'm back with Fun with Distress Oxide, a 4-week mini series. All right, I am doing a grungy background layout for Halloween. It's a Halloween layout. And my main 12 by 12 paper is this black sheet of paper, and it is just from Michaels. I'm showing you two of the stencils that I'll be using. I will be also using this Ultra Matte Gel and the Distress Oxide ink pads that I originally got out was Wild Honey, Amber Fossiled, and Fire Brick. But I end up changing my mind on which Distress Oxide inks that I'll be using, and I'll tell you that in just a minute. All right, so I am taking my spatula and taking a dab of the Ultra Matte Gel and placing that in the middle of my stencil. And then I'm using my silicone brush to do a very thin coat across this number stencil. And I will do this around the entire 12 by 12 black sheet of paper. Also, to let you know, for anyone that's new at using the Distressed Oxide, when you prep your page with Ultra Matte Gel or a clear gesso, it will change the reaction of your Distressed Oxide. And that reaction will be that it will make it a softer matte finish. Now, so I've completed my whole 12 by 12. Now I am taking the Wild Honey. Nope, I changed my mind. This is where I changed my mind. I get out the Twisted Citron and I apply this first. And you see me just dab it along the paper here, and then I will use water and a paintbrush to get that moving. And then you'll see a clip where I put the Wild Honey on next. And I'm just letting you know because I wanted to make sure that you know that there is 7 of us ladies that are participating in this 4-week mini-series hop on different techniques that each of us experienced scrapbookers use or when we're using Distress Oxide. All right, so I know for sure it's Tissa, Miranda, Kathy, Laura, Sandy, and myself. There might be a couple other ladies, and if I didn't mention you, I'm sorry, but I've pre-recorded this video for 2 weeks before the final group of ladies was decided that were participating in this hop. But anyway, their links are listed below, so be sure that you go follow them because I don't even know what they're creating, so I've got to follow them as well. All right, so now here I take the Wild Honey and put that over the Twisted Citron. And again, because I'm going for a more softer background look, I'm going to take my paper towel roll and I'm going to do this. Now, you don't have to do this. You could let this dry naturally and you would see more of the Wild Honey, all right? Because as this dries, it does fade more. And then not only that, you're going to see me next take the Tim Holtz spider stencil here and I'm going to go on top of that. Now, there is a clip that I take out where after I use my gesso over this spider web stencil that I will add a little bit more of the Wild Honey on top of that. And again, because I want the movement, the texture of this spider web and to keep this feeling when you're looking at this page, this Halloween feeling, spooky feeling, that I do the same thing. I wet it, move it, which you will see in this video here in a minute, and then I take the paper towel and I go back over it again. All right, so I use again this, or tell you again that I'm using, or showing you that I'm using the gesso paint from Vicki Boutin, and I put it all the way across to the left, put a little bit up in the upper left-hand corner, and then I'll put some of it in the lower right-hand corner here. And that's my little guy from Halloween in 2017. All right, and then so there you go right there. And I even decide that it's a little bit bright. Oh, I'm sorry, this is where I dry it, and then I add the clock, and then see I use the clock stencil. I'm sorry that I am flubbing all over my words. But anyway, I use the clock stencil and use a thin coat of modeling paste up there. And then you see where it's a little bit brighter. That's where I came back. I took that clip out because I didn't want the video to be too long. All right, let's get back to the video. The boo I cut out using my Cricut, and I colored it with the Right Persimmon ink. Then I cut out that bat using my Cricut, and I used black superfine detail embossing powder from Ranger and heated that up. I just didn't leave that clip in either. I figured most all of you know how to use embossing paint, but if you don't, please leave a comment below that you'd like to see a video. All right, then I grabbed these very old Glitz rhinestones, is what they called them. And I found one with a bat. It's a Halloween theme. And I use glue and I place that across there. And then from my stash of Halloween, which is like zilch, I'm down to nothing, I had this banner strip of bats, and I lightly coated that with the Right Persimmon paint stain. I guess it's called a stain, yes, from Tim Holtz. And I ran that right across that strip so that it would blend in with the boo. I have this little skeleton, and I use the Distressed Ink Black Soot around the outer edge. Also, you don't see that I used a strip of washi tape down at the corner, and then those are some just two old chipboard that I put in the lower left-hand corner right under the boo, and this layout is complete. I ink it up with, again, the Distressed Ink Black Soot, and then I take the backing off there. I'll have still shots at the end where you're going to be able to see all the texture, close-up shots. And just one more time, please be sure to follow the ladies' links listed below. We surely hope that we're bringing you inspiration, new ideas, or just encouraging you to get out your distressed oxide, get out your mixed media products, and put them to use and create a layout and document memories. All right, the still photographs are coming up in just a minute. I appreciate you all. We're posting every Thursday, so please hit the please give us thumbs up and hit the bell button so you'll receive notification. Oh, I forgot about the spider there. Those are crystals, and I purchased those at Michael's about 5 years ago, and they're up there at the top. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.